I want to thank you so much to the 97 people who have already purchased their jar of farts.
90 Day Fiancé star Stephanie Matto says she made thousands of dollars by selling, drumroll please, jars of her farts.
I made $45,000 in 1 week selling my jars of farts.
The reality star is going viral after explaining the unusual way she makes money on social media, posting these snaps posing with some of her merchandise, explaining in the caption, quote, "Due to popular demand, I have finally decided to start selling my jarred farts." Stephanie adds that she's, quote, "super excited to give the people what they want."
I'm super excited. It's crazy. This feels so surreal.
The cost for one jar of the 31-year-old's gas? $1,000, but the first 100 orders got their farts 50% off. And according to Steph, she made more than $45,000 in a single week.
I've been getting a lot of questions such as, how long do the farts last? Did I really fart 97 times in 2 days? Who buys my farts and why? And what are some of my tips and tricks?
Stephanie is documenting the journey along the way, answering everything her fans want to know.
So the first question I get asked a lot is, how long do the farts last? And the smell is most prominent for the first 2 days, but as I like to say, one whiff makes memories that last a lifetime. Now, why do people buy my farts in a jar? I honestly think it's because I have a really good personality. And also because I'm hot.
She also walks her followers through a day in her life, selling her toots.
So I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes even a yogurt. Less sugar is better, some hard-boiled eggs. And today I decided I was gonna make myself a protein shake with some yogurt added to it. And I was feeling it for sure. While I wait for those farts to develop, I like to read. I'm very smart, love to read. And then after I'm ready to go, I go ahead and, do my work, do my job. I don't need to show you that, guys.
Stephanie even goes the extra mile, adding a little flower petal to each jar.
I feel like they attach the scent and make it last longer. And when I'm finally finished with my jar, I like to leave a personalized note.
As for the haters, Stephanie seems unfazed, posting this clip noting that she's made over $100,000, has a beautiful home, and several cars.
I think you're great, but I think you're being exploited.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't mind, as long as I get paid for it.
But this isn't the first time Stephanie has broken new ground.
I probably like her way more than she likes me right now.
Back in 2020, she sat down with E.T. shortly after she made history as part of the first ever same-sex couple to be featured on 90 Day Fiancé with her then-girlfriend, Erica.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure. You don't want to let down anybody. You don't want to let down the LGBT community, and a part of me wants to be like great representation for this community, but also I think we all just need to realize we're just like any other couple. We're gonna have just, similar problems to all the other couples on the show. And this is a huge moment coming out for me because I've, just recently come out. And
you came out on the show.
Yep.
I'm in love with somebody, and that somebody is a girl.
It was very scary, and it was kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid that's been there for a very long time. And I'm always crazy and doing wild, spontaneous things. I do put a lot of my life out there online, but this was a part of me that I've kept kind of private. And so now I'm just putting it all out there.
And a few months later, E.T. spoke with Erica, who weighed in on their relationship highs and lows, and the skepticism over Stephanie coming out as bisexual on the show.
Honestly, I can only speak from my experience and who I am. Sexuality is a very, very personal thing, and sometimes it takes exploring yourself to be able to figure that out, and it sucks that at some points it felt like the figuring out of things was at my expense, but I'm not going to sit here and say that she is something or she isn't, because that's her own personal journey.
I want to make other people feel less alone, and I want other people to feel understood, because for such a long time I felt really misunderstood. And you know, there's a lot of stigma in the LGBT community, but there's also a lot of stigma for bisexuals. It's not taken seriously. Even within the LGBT community, it's like, oh, you know, like, why can't you just choose? Why don't you just decide? Are you into men? Are you into women? But I'm really proud and happy that we are going to be the first couple that is going to be kind of unveiling all these issues and showing the world what it's really like.